PO ratio. Let's talk about it. Now, under aerobic conditions, NADH or FADH2 carries 2 electrons, and this 2 electrons reduces 1 atom of oxygen. Okay, either NADH or FADH2 carries 2 electrons, and these 2 electrons reduces 1 atom of oxygen. So therefore, in aerobic conditions, the ATP production, which results due to oxidative phosphorylation, in which oxygen acts as an electron acceptor, can be equated with the electron released or the atoms of oxygen consumed. Okay, the ATP production can be equated with the atoms of oxygen that are consumed. The ratio of ATP production is to electron released or oxygen consumed can be called as PO ratio, or P is to 2 electron ratio under aerobic condition. Okay, so this PO ratio is nothing but the ratio of the ATP produced per oxygen consumed. Now this PO ratio is equal to the product of H plus per 2 electron and P per proton. Okay, when you multiply these two things, you will get the PO ratio. That is what it is saying. Now this P is to O ratio or P is to 2E ratio, both of them are identical. Now the estimation of the number of ATP molecules which are produced in the aerobic state can be calculated from the PO ratio. Okay, from PO ratio you can estimate the production of ATP molecules, the number of ATP molecules that are produced. Now during the transport of 2 electrons from NADH to oxygen, 10 protons are transported from matrix to the intermembrane space. Okay, one NADH molecule results in the translocation of 10 protons from the matrix to the intermembrane space. Now in case of FADH2, when the 2 electrons goes from FADH2 to the oxygen, then it results in the transport of 6 protons from the matrix into the intermembrane space. So NADH causes the transport of 10 protons, while FADH2 causes the transport of 6 protons. Now ATP synthase requires 3 protons for synthesizing 1 ATP. So the maximum PO ratio is 3 in case of NADH, and the maximum PO ratio is 2 in case of FADH2. In case of NADH, 3 ATP molecules are generated per oxygen molecule, that's why it is 3. And in case of FADH2, which results in the translocation of only 6 protons, 2 ATP molecules are produced per oxygen consumed. So that is the reason why the PO ratio of NADH is 3 and the PO ratio of FADH2 is 2. Now the transport of ADP, ATP and PI across the mitochondrial membrane is driven by the proton gradient. Okay, proton gradient is required, or proton gradient is used for the transportation of ADP, ATP and PI across the mitochondrial membrane. And because of that, the most widely accepted experimental value for the number of protons that are required for synthesizing 1 ATP is 4. That is, 4 protons are required to synthesize 1 ATP. That is the most widely accepted experimental value. And why it is not 3, it is 4? Because the proton gradient is required to drive the transport of ATP, ADP and PI across the mitochondrial membrane. That's why it is 4, not 3. So PO ratio for NADH is 2.5 and for FADH2 it is 1.5. That is, by utilizing 1 oxygen due to NADH, 2.5 ATPs are produced, and by utilizing oxygen for 1 FADH2, 1.5 ATPs are produced. Okay, for NADH NADH it is 2.5 ATP per oxygen, and for FADH2 it is 1.5 ATP per oxygen molecule, that is PO ratio.